I'm Judiel Cano from BSE 1C, and this video is all about 10 real-life problems involving the measure of variability. So first, what is range? The range rule tells us that the standard deviation of a sample is approximately equal to 1/4 of the range of the data. In other words, this is a very straightforward formula to use and should only be used as a very rough estimate of the standard deviation. Next, standard deviation is a measure of the amount of variation or dispersion of a set of values. A low standard deviation indicates that the values tend to be close to the mean of the set, while a standard high deviation indicates that the values are spread out over a wider range. Next, variance is the average square deviation from the mean. So let's move forward to our 10 real-life problems involving measure of variability. So first, calculating the standard deviation of the quiz score in exam 2 of grade 8 Cano students. Number 2, knowing the standard deviation of senior citizens age of barangay malapit. Number 3, calculating the standard deviation of the whole week's sale of Aling Tina's Apple products. Number 4, weather reporter is analyzing the high temperature forecasted for 2 different cities. So, 5. Professors can also calculate the standard deviation of test scores for multiple classes to understand which classes has the highest variation in test scores among students. Number 6. A large number of samples of virus will be tested with the antiviral and the experiment will be monitored over time. The mean of the virus elimination rate will be calculated along with the standard deviation to prove the antiviral has the same effect on each sample. Number 7. Knowing average salaries of people working in different fields. Number 8. A class of students took a math test. Their teacher wants to know whether most students are performing at the same level or if there is a high standard deviation. Number 9. A weatherman who works in a city with a large standard deviation in temperature will be less confident in his prediction since temperatures vary much from day to day. 10. A market researcher is evaluating the findings of a recent customer survey in which customers rated a product on a scale of 1 to 10. He wants to know the dependability of the survey responses so that he forecasts how a bigger group of individuals would respond to the same questions. So I hope you learned something. That's for all today. Thank you.
So here is an example. Number 9 test scores is 10, 9, 5, 4, 4, 3, and 22. So as you can see, we use this formula to solve the standard deviation of this problem. So the range of 8 is 8. So sa first row ng ating table which is X, ito ang ating test scores which is 10, 9, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2 with a total of 39. So to find mean average, we will divide our total which is 39 to the number of our test scores which is 8 and it's resulted with 4.875. So we will move on to our next row. To find this, we will minus our x to the mean average. So 10 minus 4.875 equals to 5.125. 9 minus 4.875 equals to 4.125 and so forth. Then add all your computed numbers in row 2 and always remember the total of this computation is always 0. So to solve row number 3, we will find the square of the given numbers in row number 2. For example, 5.125 squared which is equal to 226.26. 4.125 is equals to 17.01. So after you find all the given numbers, you will add all of this and then the answer is 64.83. After that, we will use the formula 1 which is square root of 64.83 divided by 8. First, we will just divide 64.83 to 8. It will equals to 8.10. Then find the square root of 8.10. It equals to 2.84. So formula number 2, square root of 64.83 divided by 8 minus 1. So first find the answer between 8 minus 1. The answer will be 7. Then divided with 64.83, the answer will be 9.26. Find its square root. The answer will be 3.04. So to find the variance, we will just square the answer of Formula 1 and Formula 2. The square root of 2.84 is 8.10. The square root of 3.04 is 9.26.